I guess this is it, Gina. You know, I can't believe I spent 28 days here. No cocaine, no alcohol. You know, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it when I get back to the neighborhood.
You'll be fine.
You think so?
I know so. Listen, make meetings, get a sponsor, use the tools of the program.
Yeah, but you know what, Gina? I don't know if I want to go to them meetings, you know? I mean, I don't want to have to start depending on people, you know? I mean, I should be doing this stuff on my own.
You can't do it alone.
Well, look, let's wait to get back to the neighborhood, okay? A day at a time, right? We'll see what happens then. What about you? Going out to LA to live with your parents for a while?
Until I get a place of my own.
You got a job lined up?
No, nothing yet. A day at a time.
Yeah. Listen, I want you to know something, all right? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been able to get through this. I mean, they got a good program here and all, you know? But it was you. You got me through this. You really been a good friend, you know that? I'm never going to forget you.
Call me. You got a ride?
Nah, my mechanic Charlie, he left the car here for me.
I'll walk you to your car.
All right. Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, don't forget to call me.
I won't. You know, one thing I never had the opportunity to do while I was here.
What's that?
Kiss you.
Well?
Bye, Gina.
Good luck, Johnny.
Hello. Hey, Jake, how you doing? Hey, Jake, I just got out of rehab. I don't have the money right now. What the freak you want me to do? I don't have it. Look, give me a couple weeks, I'll have the money for you. What do you mean you're gonna come over and do what? Ain't gonna do you no good anyway. I don't have your money, I'm telling you. I told you, give me a couple weeks, I'll have the money, all right? Freaking guys. Just get out of rehab and they're busting my chops. Davey, how you doing?
Hey, Johnny, how you been?
Good. What's up?
Well, we haven't seen you around in the neighborhood, and that's my brother, Johnny, Ronnie. He's sent me on to collect the rent.
Look, Davey, I was away for a while. You know, I was in rehab. And I want the whole freaking neighborhood to know about it, you know? But, tell your brother I'll have the money in a couple weeks for him, all right? I'm good for it.
Look, Johnny, we go back a long way. It's not me, it's my brother. Just that Ronnie gets antsy sometimes. You know what I mean?
It's like I said, Davey. I'm good for the money, all right? And do me a favor. You tell your brother not to come around the neighborhood and harass me for this money, all right? I'm good for the money. I'll have it for him in a couple weeks.
Okay, Johnny.
Hey, Davey. Listen, man, with all due respect, you know? It's not you. That brother of yours. He's got a hot head, you know? I mean, it's not like none of us know each other here. I mean, we all went to school together. Look, like I told you, just tell him 2 weeks, all right?
Hey, Johnny!
Hey, Joey, how you doing, kid?
Good. Where you been? How come I haven't seen you in a long time?
Well, you know, kid, had to get away for a while, you know? Hey, who's your girlfriend?
This is Carly.
Hey, Carly, how you doing?
Hi. Can you tell me where you been?
You know, kid, let's just say, I went on a vacation, all right? Hey, how's your mom and dad doing?
Good. Hey, Johnny, whatever happened to that new car you had?
Let's just say it went up my nose, kid, all right? If you know what I mean.
I'll explain to you later.
Hey, Joey, listen, I got word there's this guy been coming around the neighborhood. His name's Mookie. He's been trying to sell drugs to kids. You know anything about this guy?
Yeah, he approached me once.
All right, listen. This guy tries to approach you again, right? You come and tell me. And you tell him that Johnny said, if he comes around you or any of the other kids in this neighborhood, that I'm going after him, all right?
What are you gonna do, beat him up or something?
I'm gonna do more than beat him up, Joey.
Can we come back to the garage sometime to bang on the drum some more?
Well, look, kid, I haven't been banging on the drums too much lately these days, you know, but we'll get together. I promise.
See you around, Johnny.
See you, kid. See you, Carly.
Okay. How you doing? Can I help you?
Is Cosmo in?
Yeah, he's in back. Can I say who's here?
Just tell him it's Johnny.
Johnny. Okay. He said you can go on back.
Thanks, man.
Look, Charlie, are you gonna send somebody over here to fix these computers or what? Charlie, I'll call you back. Hey, Johnny, where you been?
How you been, man?
So what brings you here? You on TV yet or what?
Nah, man. Listen, I need a favor.
Sure, what can I do for you?
I need a job.
A job.
Yeah.
Now let me get this straight. You're a drummer, besides which I hear you're taking bets for Benelli. I mean, how bad could it be?
Ah, Cosmo, you got it all wrong. I'm not with Benelli no more. Look, I just got out of rehab. And I'm off the drugs, I'm off the booze, and no more music for me. All I want to do is live a straight life. I want to get my life organized, you know what I mean? Can you help me out or what here?
Well, things are kind of slow right now. But you are my cousin. I can work you 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. Do some deliveries, run some errands for the guys, clean up the place a little. What do you say?
Hey, Cosmo, look, part-time's better than no time. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, no problem. What are you doing for lunch?
I got nothing but time right now.
Come on, I'll take you to lunch. So Johnny, you got a steady girlfriend or you still chasing groupies?
What are you kidding, man? I can't even take care of myself.
Hey Johnny, good. How are you doing? Good, good. How about yourself? Hey, you should stop by sometime. We're still having card games.
I'll stop by.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
It's good seeing you. I'll talk to you guys later, all right?
Absolutely.
Order anything you like, it's on me.
Thanks, man.
So Johnny, tell me about rehab. What's it like?
Cosmo, I mean, what can I tell you, you know? I mean, I drank most of my life. Then I started in with the cocaine. I thought I'd better admit myself, you know? I mean, they helped me out.
Cool. So you're gonna start going to meetings like NA or AA or anything like that?
Nah, man, I don't need to do that.
Johnny, how you gonna stay off the stuff if you don't go to meetings?
Hi, Cosmo.
Hey Judy, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
I can't complain. Judy, like you to meet my cousin Johnny. Johnny, Judy. Judy, Johnny.
Hi,
Judy,
John.
how you doing?
Good. What can I get for you guys today?
Cheesesteak?
Down with that, yeah.
A couple of your famous cheesesteaks.
Got it. Anything to drink with that?
Yeah, 2 medium Cokes. Easy on the ice.
Sure. Will that be it?
Works for me.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
Hey, Cos, who's that over there?
Who, her?
Yeah.
That's Rosanna, Lou's daughter. You know her.
Man, I never saw her before.
Sure you did. She used to work in the old place.
Listen, man, hold on a second, all right? Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
You're Rosanna, right?
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm Cosmo's cousin, Johnny.
Oh, I heard about you. You're a drummer, right?
Oh, I was.
What are you doing now?
Actually, I'm gonna be working with Cosmo in a print shop.
No, you're a drummer. You don't belong in a print shop.
How do you know that?
I know a drummer when I see one. Look, I meet a lot of people here every day, and one thing is certain. You shouldn't be working in a print shop.
You're the first girl that told me that.
Listen, I gotta get back to work. Why don't you stop by some morning and we can talk some more?
All right, I will, Rosanna.
Good.
Talk to you later.
Hey, Johnny, don't forget, stop in the morning.
Oh, I will.
What is it with you? We're not in here 5 minutes and already you got something going with her?
Come on, Cosmo. You know what? I think she's different. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, they're all different.
I mean it. She seems like a sweet girl, man.
Yeah, and you keep that in mind. So you're really done with the music, huh?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm done with everything, you know? But you know something, Cosmo? Something keeps bothering me.
What's that?
I still wish I'd have made it to the big time. No, I mean, you know, when we were kids, we played in bands together. You know what I'm talking about.
John, those were kids' dreams. We stopped being kids a long time ago.
Well, it still bothers me. I mean, a lot.
Hey, Johnny, how you doing?
Hey, Sammy, how you doing, man?
Hey, I got a lot of troubles, Johnny.
Sam, you know what? The whole world's got troubles. Even the weather's crazy. I was up to see my cousin Cosmo this morning. It was a bright sunny day, and now the clouds are out. Hey, Sammy, I'll see you around, all right? Mookie. Just what I need on a cloudy day.
Johnny, my man, haven't seen you in a while.
I've been away for a while, you know?
Yeah, I heard that you were in rehab or something like that.
That's right. You know what that means, Mookie. I don't need you around here no more. So why don't you just turn around, go back where you came from.
Johnny, who you trying to kid? You ain't never gonna be off it for good. You can't make it through the day without a little sugar in your coffee.
That's where you're wrong, Mookie. Like I told you, I'm done with cocaine, I'm done with you. So turn around, go back home, and stay away from this neighborhood. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I got word you've been dealing with some of these kids around here. And that kid Joey, you stay away from him. He's a good boy.
Johnny, you better watch the way you're talking to me. I don't think my people would appreciate that.
Mookie, I don't care what you think or your people think. I'm gonna tell you for the last time. Turn around and go home. Don't let me see you around this neighborhood no more, because I don't need you. I'm through with it all.
Yeah. Keep talking, Johnny. Keep talking. Hey, and Johnny, you know where to find me when you need me.
Freaking scumbag. You'll never see my face again. Tomcat?
Johnny, how you been?
Oh, I'm getting by, you know.
Hey, I've been looking all over for you. You've never been home.
Yeah, you know, I've been away for a while.
Oh, making a record?
Nah, man, I just got out of rehab. I had to check myself in. To get off the drugs and the booze, you know?
Geez, rehab, Johnny, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Man, forget about it, you know? I'm over that anyways. Listen, Tomcat, man, where you been? What have you been doing anyway?
Ah, Johnny. Johnny, I tried for 10 years to get a recording contract with that freaking band. You know, the Cats. We never caught a break. Can you believe that? 10 years of my life I had invested in that band. Man, I really thought we were gonna make it. I lost my wife, my 2 kids. Now I'm even too sick to even work anymore. I had a nervous breakdown, Johnny. Did you know that? Huh?
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. I drove that damn furniture truck 6 days a week so I could support my wife and family. I went to every single bar in the area trying to get exposure for our music. And nothing. You know what I think, Johnny? I think we have bad management. I mean, what do you think, Johnny? I mean, what could it have been? Maybe it was the band. Could it have been the players? I mean, every time I think and I scratch my head, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell went wrong. And you want to know something? I think I'm going insane. I really do. I think I'm going crazy. I'm flipping out.
Look, Tomcat, man, look, I'm really sorry about your grief, you know, but this rock and roll business, it's like either feast or famine, you know? I mean, some of us make it, some don't. I'm just sorry things turn out the way they did.
Yeah. Forget about it. Listen, the reason why I called you here is that Fire Out Studios is having this audition for a drummer for this new band they're putting together. My cousin Pootie's setting it up.
Look, Tomcat, I think I need to stay away from the whole scene for a while, you know what I mean? Listen, my number's in a book. Give me a call sometime. You know, like maybe we'll hang out, you know? Give me a call.
Yeah, sure, John, yeah.
Hey, man.
Nice to see you.
Listen, man, take it easy, all right, Tomcat?
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
All right, yeah. Take it easy. See you.
Hello. Hey, Tomcat, how you doing, man? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but you know what, Tomcat, like I told you, I don't know if I should be getting involved in music right now. What's the name of this band? It's Far Out Studios, right? And I gotta see this guy Pooty. Tomorrow night. Alright, man, listen, what I got to lose, right? I'll check it out. Listen, Tomcat, man, I really appreciate this, you know? Yeah, for old time's sake, man. Now listen, you take it easy, alright? Okay, man.
How much longer is it going to take? I want to get on with this.
I know you want to get it over.
Who's this guy?
Who knows?
Yeah, I know who you are. Remember, you're auditioning for Laura. Not... Whoa. Hold on, bud.
Hold up, guys.
How can I help you?
I'm here for the audition.
And your band is?
What band?
This is a band audition. These are the missiles. They're the last ones on my list.
What's up?
This is it. I don't know who you are.
Wait a minute. My name's Johnny Covini. Tomcat sent me down to 4 Out Studios.
Johnny, I don't know Tomcat. I don't know Laura.
I told this guy get there for an audition. He's giving me a hard time. Let's go on.
No, you're done. You gotta go.
Man, wait a minute. You are done.
Get out before he takes you down. Get out.
John! Kind of surprised to see you in here this early in the morning.
You know what, cuz? I wanted to come by early today. Just to tell you, like, I can't keep the job anymore, man.
Well, how come?
You know what? I'm not supposed to be working in a print shop. I mean, I just don't feel good about this, you know? I come to work every day, I'm dragging ass. I mean, it just don't feel good, you know? I gotta wait this out, you know, look around a little bit. Maybe I gotta find out what's in my heart, man. I just don't know right now.
You know, I don't understand this, but I respect the fact that you came by and you told me. The old Johnny would have just left me flat. Maybe rehab did do you some good.
Yeah, maybe, you know. Look, you know what? I'll stop in and say hi once in a while, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'll see you around the neighborhood or something.
Yeah, come over to the house some nights. Say hi to Marie and the kids. You take care of yourself.
I'll see you, cuz.
All right, take it easy.
All right. Anyways, I thought this guy was never going to go home. I mean, I'm ready to give him a pair of pajamas. You know what I'm saying, Sammy?
Oh, man.
One of those days, eh?
Yeah, I would say.
Hey, Ray, you remember that guy Hector Rodriguez, the musician?
No, I don't think I know. I don't think I know who he is, Johnny.
Anyway, listen to this story, right?
Yeah.
We're playing this club one night, right?
Uh-huh.
So there's this girl in the club. She's flashing herself in front of the band, right? You know what I mean? So this guy, Hector, you know, he'll take anything that comes along. Now keep in mind, this guy's married now.
I never stopped nobody, Johnny.
Alright. So anyway, he figures, you know what, he's got to take this girl home tonight, right? Like all the other ones.
Oh, man.
Alright, this guy's really something, okay? It's like cocaine, tequila. I mean, he's really wired all the time, right? Okay.
Man.
So anyway, at the end of the night, we put the equipment in a van. He puts his congas in his car. You know, he always keeps them congas close to him, right?
Right.
Congas.
But this night, he's got the congas, he's got the girl. He puts them in his Chevy, right? About a mile down the road, there's a motel. He takes her down there. It's his favorite spot, okay? So he tells her to wait. He goes in, gets the room, comes out, you know, got the keys. Okay, now he's king tonight, okay? Right?
I hear you.
Anyway, he comes out. The car's gone, the girl's gone, and the conga drums are gone.
You kidding me, Johnny?
Wow.
Huh?
Oh, wait.
How about that?
This gets better. Okay? So anyway, what's he do? All right? he's got to call the police. They got to make a
Right,
report,
sure.
right? So the cops come, they make a report.
Right.
Make a long story short, the next day, he's in, his wife's in a beauty shop, right? There's this woman in a beauty shop, she's reading the paper. So anyway, this woman's reading the paper. She sees this guy in the paper, Hector Rodriguez. Gets his car stolen, got this girl,
Right.
you know, in the car.
I follow you.
Okay?
Yeah.
So he says to the wife, you know, hey, isn't this your husband?
Uh-oh.
She says, what are you talking about? She says, Hector Rodriguez.
Hector.
Okay? She says, let me see that paper. She sees the paper, she goes through the roof, right?
Through the roof.
Now listen to this.
He's going to go through the roof.
He calls me 3 days later.
Right.
He says, Johnny, guess what? I said, what? He says, my wife left. So I said, your wife left you? I said, you ought to be clear, that's all she did. 4 months ago, I get a call from the guy. After all these years, right? He remembers me, calls me. He says, hey, Johnny, how you doing? I said, good, how you doing? He says, no good. I said, what are you talking about? He says, I'm out on the streets. I said, what do you mean?
Streets?
He says, John, you know when my wife left me? He says, I
Really
went to the
down.
dogs, man. He says, I was never the same. Guy's a bum.
You know, that's
all
a shame.
because of that.
That is a shame.
I mean, it's a real shame, Johnny. It is. Honest to God.
Hey, you know what? You mess with the devil, you're going to get burned up. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying,
hey.
Sal?
That's for sure, Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny, yeah. I got you.
So, Johnny, what have you been doing lately?
I don't know, Ray. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't want to play music no more. I'm definitely not going back with Frankie and taking bets. I had enough of that, too. I just want to get a job, you know, a regular job, man, settle down. You know, maybe some nice girl come into my life, who knows? I don't know, I'm confused. What can I say?
You know, Johnny, you're one mixed up individual.
Come on, John, it's your turn.
Now, wait a minute. What are you talking about, Sal, mixed up? What's that mean?
I mean, you're a little confused about your life, that's all. I don't mean nothing by it. No, Johnny, please, don't take me wrong. I didn't mean nothing, no offense by it now. Come on.
Well, like, you mean like I'm a retard or something? What are you saying?
Come on, Johnny. Did I say that? I mean, you're mixed up. You know, you got to get your life
Mixed
together.
up? I don't know what that... What do you mean, like I'm stunad or what here?
Stunad? Come on, Johnny. What are you talking about?
Come on, Johnny, let's play cards.
Shut
Yeah,
up,
let's
Sammy.
get-
Don't say nothing. I want to know what you're talking about mixed up. Like a retard, huh?
Nah,
I know
on,
what
Johnny.
you're doing,
You're not gonna
Sal.
do-
I know
Hey,
what you're
hey,
doing.
what the-
And don't you ever think that I don't know what you told Frankie about me taking money off the top. Don't you ever think that. You got it?
Yeah, I got it, Johnny. I got it. Please, take it easy, please, huh? Come on, calm down.
I'm out of
Hey,
here.
come on, let's play cards.
Don't let me see you around the neighborhood no more.
Hey, Johnny. What got into him? What's the matter over here?
I don't know.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey, Rosanna, how you doing?
Have you seen Cosmo lately?
Nah, I haven't seen him around much.
Aren't you still working for him?
Nah.
Can I get you anything?
You know what? I thought maybe me and you can go out for a little walk today, you know? It's a beautiful day out. There's not much happening here, you know, so what do you think?
I'd love to. Let me just go get my jacket.
All right. Listen, Cosmo was right.
Right about what?
I got a thing for you. Listen, you're a sweet girl, Rosanna. I mean, I really like you.
I like you too, Johnny. You can kiss me if you want. So, what's it like being a drummer and playing in front of all those girls?
You know, when you're young, it's all fun and exciting. But you get tired of it. Gets to be a real rat race, you know? Lugging equipment around, Guys in a band never agreeing on nothing. Never seeing the light of day. It gets crazy, Rosanna.
I guess it's a fantasy land for people like me.
Quite honestly, it's a wasteland. So tell me, how long have you been working at your dad's hoagie shop?
Since I was 15. We first opened up in Jersey, but then he decided to move it over here.
I take it you were never married.
No. I almost was. Johnny, where are your parents?
They're dead, Rosanna.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. So how come you never got married? If you don't mind me asking.
I just wasn't ready yet. He didn't want to wait. Now he's married, has 3 kids, and owns his own trucking company.
That's good.
Guess so.
No, it is, because if you two would have got married, then you and I, we would have never met, right? It's funny how things work out, huh?
Yeah, I know.
What can I do for you, Frankie?
Just came to see how you were doing. You disappeared for a while. What happened to you?
I was away for a while.
You sure were. Vanished without a trace. Made a lot of your customers very unhappy.
All right, look, I can explain.
No, let me explain. We got a twofold problem here.
And what's that, Frankie?
Number 1, I hear you were knocking down. Number 2, Harry the Horse tells me that he placed 10 large in bets over the past 8 months. And as far as I can see, my books ain't showing it. That doesn't make me happy, Johnny.
Oh, come on, let's face it, Frankie. Nothing makes you happy. Somebody dresses better than you take it personal. It's like you got some kind of freaking vendetta against the world. And let me tell you something. As far as that knocking down bait goes, I know who told you that. It was that scumbag Sal. And about the 10 large, listen, Harry knew that I was putting cocaine up my nose, okay? He figures, he comes to you and tells you, I'm doing cocaine, he lays the 10 grand on me. You gotta go after Harry for that money, Frankie.
No, Johnny. As far as I can see it, you owe me 10 grand. And then some!
Now, you got it all wrong, Frankie. I don't owe you or anybody else anything.
Oh, yeah?
That's right. Now, why don't you do yourself a favor? You and this goon that you brought in. Go back out on the streets, okay? Get somebody else to work for you for 15 years like I did. With the horses and the numbers and the football pools. I made you more money than anybody in this town.
See this guy here, Johnny? He don't smile.
That's his problem.
He'll break both of your arms. You'll never play the friggin' drums again.
But Frank, you know what? Why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you just get out of my life? I'm not coming back to work for you, and I don't owe you no money. Just get out of my life, man. I don't want nothing to do with no bets or nothing no more. I'm done. Just like you, Frankie. You never could take care of things yourself. You always were a freaking punk.
He got beat up? Okay, thanks for letting me know. Hey, Minnie, cover for me, will you? I gotta get out of here.
What?
Johnny got beat up.
Where are you going?
Norristown County Hospital. Yes, thank you. Hi, I'd like to inquire about a patient there named Johnny Covini. This morning? Okay, thanks.
Hello.
Johnny, hi, this is Rosanna. I just called the hospital. They said you were discharged this morning. How are you?
I got a couple fractured ribs. My eye's not doing too good either.
Listen, Johnny, I really want to see you. I want to come over there.
Nah, Rosanna, don't.
What? Johnny, what are you saying?
Now, look, I just think it's best if we don't see each other no more.
Johnny, please don't say that.
Rosanna, I'm no good for you. It's no use. Look, Rosanna, I told you, it's no good. It's no use. I just don't want to see you no more. It's best if you don't come around.
Hey, Johnny, have you seen Tomcat and Sonny Carrillo around?
You know what? It's funny you ask. I saw them guys not too long ago. Sonny Torilla, he's buying and selling old homes. He's doing pretty good for himself. Tomcat, on the other hand, this guy, he has a nervous breakdown.
Good.
He's all screwed up, I'm telling you.
Well, what happened to him, John?
You know what? You remember that band he was in, the Cats?
Yeah.
He was with them guys 4 nights a week, right?
Right.
Plus they're in a studio trying to make this demo for the record company.
Sure. Right. Yeah.
So he's driving that furniture truck 6 days a week.
That too, huh?
Then his old lady, she starts complaining she never sees him. She ends up leaving him, takes the kids with her. Jeez. This poor guy, he's out on the streets. Danny, I'm telling you, he looks like he's ready to take the bridge.
No way. Tomcat. I'll tell you, John, that guy played a mean guitar, man. Hey, listen. I'm going to the track, man. I got a hot tip for the 5th. Why don't we go down there, you know, have a couple of beers, a couple of dogs, just like good old times, huh?
Man, listen, that horse stuff is not for me. That track, I try to stay away from all that. Look, Danny, it's really been good seeing you, man.
You too, buddy.
I'll see you around the neighborhood, you know?
All right.
We'll hook up another time, man, all right?
All right.
Listen, man, God bless you.
You too, brother.
Never forget you, Danny.
Yeah, man.
Listen, man, stay away from them horses. The track's no good for you. Penny?
It's me, Johnny.
Man, I can't believe it. Where you been, girl?
I heard about you getting out of rehab, so I thought I would just come through the old neighborhood, reminisce. I mean, I just can't believe I got to see you.
Tell me, what have you been doing with yourself?
I don't know if you heard, but I got married.
I didn't know.
I have 3 great kids. I have 2 girls, and my youngest is a little boy. He's like, well, now he just turned 3.
That's really nice. What's your old man do?
He's an electrician. He owns his own business.
That's really nice, Penny. Couldn't happen to a better girl. But you know what? It's like me, I don't know where I'm going, you know? It's like I come out of rehab, I mean, I'm 45 years old. I don't know what's happening here, Penny, you know? I mean, everybody else is doing pretty good, but like, that music, like, it really took me away from everything and everybody, you know? It's like, you know what? I actually thought that you and I were going to get married someday. I thought it was going to be a big rock star, you know? We were going to have this big home in the country. I was going to have this beautiful young girl with me all the time, have my babies, you know? It's like, things just didn't turn out the way I planned, you know? It's like, you know, I loved you so much.
Johnny, you gotta keep positive. I mean, you always did that before, and that's what I liked about you the most. I mean, yeah, I mean, okay, you're going through a rough time, but you're gonna get through this.
Yeah, you know, maybe you're right. Maybe I just need to be, you know, pushing ahead and not think about the past too much, you know? But you know what? It's really good seeing you today. It's like you really made me happy just to see you again. After 20 years, I can't believe it. I still think about you, girl.
You know what, I hate to end this, but I gotta go. I mean, I gotta pick up my kids.
I know. Come on, I'll walk you to the car. Hey, Penny, listen, you know, if you're ever in the neighborhood again, don't hesitate to stop by. I mean, with all due respect, I know you're married, but I don't mind seeing your face around here once in a while, you know?
Johnny, I don't have much time. I mean, I have 3 kids.
I know. Look, you just take it easy, all right?
You know, Johnny, we had some great times together.
I know we did. See you around, right?
Hi, how you doing? Could I help you with something?
Yeah, I saw the sign in the window. I'm interested in a job.
Oh, yeah, you need to talk to George in the back. If you walk straight back to the counter, he's sitting at his desk.
Thanks, man. Excuse me. George?
Yes?
I'm here about the job.
Come on around and have a seat. George Baker, store manager.
Johnny Covini. Nice meeting you.
Have a seat.
Thanks.
Look, Mr. Covini, let me get right to the point. There are 3 things I need to fill this position. 1, I need someone who can read music. 2, I need someone who can play drums. And 3, I need someone who has had previous sales experience.
Look, I'm a drummer, I can fix drums, and I can definitely teach drums.
Do you have any sales experience?
Look, what's the big deal about selling drums? I'm a drummer, okay? If I can play drums, I can teach drums, I can fix them, I can certainly sell them to people.
I'm sorry, but I need someone who can read music and who can teach.
Look, what's this big deal about selling? Okay, why do I have to read music? I'm a good drummer. I could teach and I know I can sell.
Mr. Covini, I really don't think this would work out. I really need someone with sales experience and who can read music. I'm sorry.
Look, Mr. George, or whatever your name is, you know what you could do with this job. What you reading there, Mookie?
Revelation.
Revelation. Let me ask you something, Mookie. How does a guy like you go from dealing drugs to little kids to reading the Bible?
Well, believe it or not, Johnny, my father was a minister. And he tried to drill this stuff into me every day. What do you know about Revelation?
Well, you don't have much time to think about the end of the world these days, you know, Mookie?
Well, Johnny, maybe you should start thinking about the end of the world because it's going to be one hell of a time.
You know, Mookie, it looks to me like this conversation ain't going nowhere.
Listen, Johnny, you here to deal or what?
Well, what do you think, Mookie?
Hey, Mookie.
Covini.
How do you want us to do this? With guns or without?
I'm all yours, man.
Mookie, man, what's going down here? What's happening here, man?
Johnny, my man, you just been busted.
Busted? What are you telling me? These guys are cops? This a drug bust going down? Busted. It's a wonderful life, huh, guys?
Mr. Covini, Detective Russo. You can make that phone call now. Leave the coat. To the right.
Uncle Al. It's Johnny. Yeah, your nephew. I've been away for a while, you know. Hey, Uncle Al, listen, I got some problems right now. Listen, I'm down at the precinct here in Bridgeport. I got arrested. Hey, look, Uncle Al, I've been taking drugs, you know. I just happened to be there with the dealer and they came and busted him, so obviously I got busted too. Well, listen, I don't know who to call, you know. The only person I can think of was you. Look, I'm sorry, you know. I didn't know you were on your way out of the country, you know. Tony Ferrio. Yeah, it's on 4th Street. All right, I'll be waiting for him. Listen, I appreciate what you're doing here for me, you know. I'll be back in about a month. All right, I'll see you when you get back. I know everything's gonna be all right. I know. All right, I'll see you.
Still thinking about Johnny.
Johnny Covini? I'm Tony Farrier. I'm here on behalf of your Uncle Al. I'll be representing you. Bail has been posted. Let's get out of here.
Okay, Johnny, here's the deal. You'll probably get a hearing in a couple of weeks. With the people your uncle knows in town, you'll probably just get off on probation. So in the meantime, go home, relax, and wait till you hear from me. Any questions?
Ah, sounds good.
Good. Hey, you want to ride home?
Nah, I'm just gonna walk home, you know, Tony?
All right. Well, then I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Johnny. Hey, Johnny. For your uncle's sake, stay out of trouble, all right?
I tell you, I wish I didn't even take the case.
Look, Dave, I'll give you a call later and we can talk about it then.
I mean, you got it. This client's driving me crazy, and if I don't get rid of her, I'm going to jump off the bridge. I'm just telling you.
Fine.
How you doing, Tony?
Johnny?
So what do we got?
Look, we can get you on probation, but you'll probably have to go and work on your uncle's horse farm.
Horse farm? What are you talking about, Tony? Horse farm? I don't know nothing about no horses.
Yeah, well, you're gonna learn real quick or go straight to prison. Well, what's it gonna be?
I'll take the farm.
I thought you'd see it my way. Look, Johnny, we're gonna go stand in front of the judge now, and he's gonna give you probation. He probably won't even send you to the horse farm for another 6 weeks. But in the meantime, you gotta keep your nose clean. Do you understand?
I understand.
Let's go in.
Don't worry, everything's gonna be all right.
That's what you say. Everything's gonna...
Johnny, you could have wore a shirt and tie today.
Hey, Tony, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Take a seat. And remember, Johnny, don't say anything. Capiche? You got it?
I got it.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Marino presiding. You may be seated.
Mr. Covini, would you rise, please? Now, since this is your first offense, it has been suggested that you receive a probationary period. Now, you're well over the age of 40, aren't you, Mr. Covini?
Yes, Your Honor.
And it's my understanding that you don't even have a job. Is that right, Mr. Covini?
Yes, that's right, Your Honor.
All right, then. You will be put on probation for 2 years. Now, for the first 6 months of those 2 years, you will work at our farm, boarding stables. After which, you will be at liberty to choose the employment you wish. And from that point on, you must remain employed. And Mr. Covini, if you get in any trouble at all, or if there are found any drugs in your possession, you will be hauled off to prison for a minimum of 2 years. Am I clear, Mr. Covini?
Yes, Your Honor.
And, Mr. Covini, please don't let me see you in this court again.
Yes, sir.
Court is adjourned.
Hey, thanks, Tony.
Don't thank me. Thank your uncle.
Johnny?
How you doing? You must be Pete.
Pete Tomaselli. Good meeting you, Johnny. Your Uncle Al told me to be expecting you. Listen, Johnny, I gotta go take a business call. Be gone for a few minutes. Why don't you look around, make yourself at home, get comfortable. I'll be out in a few minutes with some paperwork for you to sign.
All right, Pete. I'll be waiting for you.
All right, Johnny, here's that paperwork I was telling you about. I'm really busy today. I was just wondering if you could fill that out at home and I could see you in the morning, spend a few hours with you. In the meantime, maybe take a look around and get comfortable with the place.
All right, Pete, but tell you the truth, for today, I think I want to go home. Listen, I'll see you in the morning then, all right?
All right, Johnny.
Thanks, man.
Sure.
Hey, how you doing? Tony Cruz.
Hey, Tony, how you doing? I'm Johnny.
So where'd you work before?
I was a musician.
Musician? What instrument?
Drums.
Drums, that's interesting. You know, I play some piano in my spare time.
What, like on weekends?
You know, as a hobby at home, whenever I get bored.
That's good, man. That's really good.
Is it?
Yeah. Shows your creative side.
How's that?
You know, Tony, I believe there's people in this world that get bored easier than others, you know? So, they gotta create, you know? So you don't go crazy.
Is that what you do?
Well, my creative days are over, Tony.
What about getting bored?
Tony, I don't think I'm gonna get bored around here. I mean, there's a lot of horses, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Johnny, is it true that your uncle owns this place?
Yeah. I mean, you know, why do you ask? Like, what's up with that?
Wow, a musician on a horse farm. I just don't understand how that happened.
Yeah, well, you know what, Tony? Look, you know, maybe I'll tell you about it another time, you know?
Hey, that's cool. Hey, I gotta get going. But if you need anything, just let me know.
All right. Thanks a lot, Tony.
Johnny, I want to ask you something. You ever hear of Billy Curry?
Yeah, man. That dude's one of the best drummers in the world.
Some of the guys were saying he was in that one rock band. What were they called?
Sky Palace.
Yeah, that's right.
So what about him?
That dude's got horses here, man.
What's he doing in this area?
He owns a vacation home nearby, and he comes here to get away.
I wouldn't mind meeting that dude, I tell you.
Maybe you can.
What are you talking about?
The guys were saying he's going to be here tomorrow.
He is.
Look, man, I got to get back to work, but you should definitely hook up with him tomorrow. Maybe he can help you out or something.
Help me out with what?
Come on, Johnny. I can see it. The drums are still in you, man. Talk to you later.
Yeah, you're right, Tony. Freaking drums are still in me.
Well, well, look who's here. How you doing, Johnny?
Guys, how's it going?
Yeah, not bad. What's up with you?
What's up with me?
Yeah.
I'm on a horse farm, cleaning horses.
Should have stayed with me.
Yeah, well, you know what? I think I'll stay up at the farm. The air's a little cleaner.
Say, listen, why don't you give Roseanne a call? Hey, she's crazy about you, she's beautiful, and she's Italian. A girl like this you don't meet every day.
Look, Kaz, let's face it. I'm nothing but trouble for that girl. Look, she's no good for me, I'm no good for her. Let's just forget Roseanne, all right?
Look, all I know is when I saw the two of you together, there was something happening. I don't know what you want to call it. You want to call it kismet, fate, sparks, magic, whatever. I know what I saw.
Yeah, well, you know, maybe it's your imagination.
I don't imagine nothing.
Listen, give me a call sometime. We'll get together. I got to get some sandwiches, get back to work.
All right, man.
Johnny, guess who's here?
Oh, man. Don't tell me Cosmo told her I was up here.
Johnny, what are you talking about?
What, you mean it isn't a girl?
Johnny, it's Billy. Billy Curry.
What, Billy Curry's up here today?
Yeah, man. Come on, I'll introduce you.
Look, Tony, what's the use, man?
Johnny, what do you got to lose?
All right, come on, let's go. Mr. Curry, I'm Johnny Covini.
Nice to meet you, Johnny.
Listen, Tony was going to take me up here to introduce me to you, you know, but he just got a load of hay and he's got to take care of. So he said, why don't you just go up and introduce yourself, you know?
That's cool.
Listen, I'll tell you the truth. I told him, I said, I don't know what good this is all going to do, but anyway, I used to follow your career, man. You're a good drummer.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
I used to play myself at one time, you know.
Used to? What do you mean? You quit or what?
You got it. It's all over for me in drums and music and all that stuff now, man.
Why would you quit?
Well, to tell you the truth, you know, I got sent up here on probation. I was involved in a drug bust. I got to spend like 6 months here. But I tell you what, when I leave here, it's all over for music. I'm going to find me a new line of work.
You got a minute, Johnny?
Yeah, sure.
Let's talk.
So,
what kind of drugs were you using?
Well, tell you, Billy, I drank most of my life, you know. And when I hit 40, I started doing cocaine to get me out there. Because I'll tell you, that alcohol really got me down. But you know what? That cocaine took me down, too. Anyway, I got out of rehab and I tried to buy drugs again. Just so happens that day that they decided to bust a dealer. I'm here trying to buy drugs, so they take me down with them. Anyway, I don't know if you know, my uncle, he owns this place, you know. It's my first offense, so he got me a deal. I do 6 months of my probation here. So here I am.
Well, believe it or not, I was in rehab 3 times myself.
What? You, Billy Curry? One of the greatest drummers in the world in rehab?
3 times.
Man, that's hard to believe.
Well, I knew what, I'm not planning on going back again.
How do you do that, Billy?
By getting right with God.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Billy?
Jesus.
Jesus?
Now, I know it sounds hard to believe. Some guy tried to tell me about it a long time ago, and I didn't believe it either. I thought he was a nut. I actually thought he was some kind of like a Jesus freak or something. But you know what? Turned out he was right. Everything's working out pretty good.
Well, Billy, how do you get right with God?
Fellowship, worship, reading his word, just following in his footsteps.
Look, Billy, I thought about God and Jesus a lot, man. That don't work in this crazy world. I mean, it's nuts out here, man.
Well, just going to church doesn't work. But you got to put everything together.
You know what, man? This is about the weirdest conversation I ever had. And with Billy Curry, nonetheless. But I'll tell you what, man. This may sound strange, but sparked some kind of nerve in me.
So, what do you think?
I'll think about it.
What do you think, Johnny?
Uncle Al. Appreciate what you did for me, Uncle Al.
Come on, Johnny. Tu sei famiglia. E la famiglia è tutta, eh?
You're right, Uncle Al. We're family. You know, I really missed you.
And I missed you, Johnny. Let me take a look at you. My God, where'd all the years go? How you feeling?
I'm good.
Hey, you like working on the farm here?
Yeah, I like it here a lot, as a matter of fact. You know, Uncle Al, I want to tell you I'm really grateful for what you did, you know? I mean, you kept me out of prison.
Hey, Johnny, come on, that's all taken care of now. Just work hard, keep your nose clean, and you're going to be fine. Come on, let's take a walk. Johnny, do you remember that time I took you to the carnival? And I bought you all of those hot dogs and the hamburgers,
Hey,
and I
do
gave
I
you the
remember.
beer. Remember the beer? Maron, I thought your mother was going to go through the ceiling.
Yeah, well, I thought you were going to take your freaking head off. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, those were the days, weren't they, Johnny, huh?
Yeah, they were, Uncle Al. Never forget them times, man.
Johnny, listen, I want you to come out to the house this Sunday. Your Aunt Carmela's going to fix you a fantastic meal. And bring Rosanna.
Rosanna? What's this about Rosanna? What do you know about Rosanna?
Johnny, me and the guys like to hang out at the hoagie shop. We love those old-fashioned hoagies. Of course, my doctor says forget about it because of the cholesterol. But hey, when your number is up, your number's up, right?
Yeah, sure, Uncle Al, but what's this thing about Rosanna?
Johnny, she comes from a good family. She's a wonderful person. What are you, 45? You need a good woman in your life. And besides, both of you are young enough to have babies.
Whoa, what are you talking about? Who's talking about children here? I'm not even thinking about kids. Besides, what do I have to offer this girl anyway?
Johnny, she likes you. And Cosmo tells me when you're both in the hoagie shop looking at each other, your eyes almost fall out of your head. Give her a chance. You might regret it the rest of your life. Promise me you'll think about it, all right?
Yeah, I'll think about it, Uncle Al, you know? You know, Uncle Al, not for nothing, I gotta tell you, I mean, you got a nice spread here, you know? But, I just never thought I was gonna end up on a horse farm, you know?
Johnny, things could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, you're right. Things always could have been a lot worse, you know?
Hey man, you alright?
Hey Tony, how you doing? What do you mean?
I don't know, you just seem a little down today.
I don't know. I guess it's just all this physical labor, man. You know, I'm just not used to it.
Yeah, so how'd it go with Billy?
I don't know. I just don't know, you know? I mean, like, I'm just a little confused right now, you know? There's a lot of crazy things going on in my life, man.
Hey man, if you ever need to talk, I'm always here.
I appreciate it, Tony. Thanks, man.
Alright, I'll catch you at lunch.
You got it.
Just a little higher, Johnny. Yeah, that's good. All right.
Hey, Johnny, check this out.
Hey, Tony, look, man, I'll talk to you later, all right?
Yeah, sure you will.
I was afraid I wasn't going to see you again.
I missed you so much.
And I'm so glad you're here. Listen, I'm sorry about what happened. I want to be around you. I mean, from now on. Yeah, well, it's not the neighborhood, that's for sure.
So do you like working here?
Well, it doesn't matter if I like working here or not, you know, I mean, I don't have a choice, you know?
What do you mean?
You mean you don't know why I'm here?
No.
Rosanna, listen, I was involved in a drug bust. I was arrested.
Johnny, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Look, I'm up here on probation. How did you know I was up here anyway?
Cosmo told me you decided to get out of music altogether and just get a straight job.
Gee, Rosanna. You know what? Maybe this isn't good what we're doing, you know, getting involved in here.
Johnny, nothing's gonna change the way I feel about you.
I'm sorry. So when'd your dad buy the other hoagie shop?
Just a few months ago.
Let me ask you something. How did I miss you down at the other one?
Johnny, I want you to do something for me.
What?
I want you to be a musician again.
What are you saying?
This is a beautiful place to work and all, but if this isn't you, you're a drummer and that's where you belong. It's the music. If you quit now, it could really hurt you.
Rosanna, come on. What good is it doing me? I mean, I'm not getting nowhere with it. You know what? I'm going to be 45 years old. I don't want to end up like some old man dying, you know, left all alone with nothing and nobody in the end. I want to have something, you know? This business here in music, it scares me. I mean, I don't want nothing to do with it no more.
You can continue to work every day, but you can still play drums. I mean, it's part of you. You don't have to give it up.
Nah, look, I don't want to go back to them nightclubs and bars. I had enough of that. Besides, that stuff makes me sick.
You don't have to go back to all that. Why don't you start your own band and start writing your own music? Maybe you could get a record contract.
Look, what do you know about the recording industry?
I listen to the radio. I see all the stars on TV.
Well, look, I never thought about the record industry, you know? Let alone write my own music, start my own band. I don't know, Rosanna.
I think you should go for it, Johnny.
You think so, huh?
No, I know so. And you should get started soon, too. Remember, you're over 40.
You know what? I'm so glad you're here.
Al! Johnny's here.
Great. Let's go meet them.
Uncle Al.
Johnny, good to see you.
How you doing?
Great, great.
Hey, Carmela, how you doing?
It's so good to see you. It's been
Good
so
to see you, too.
long.
This is Rosanna.
How nice to meet you. Welcome to our home.
Thank you.
Rosanna, how's your mother and father?
They're very good, thanks.
Great. Wonderful. Come on, let's have a seat. Come on. We'll sit down, we'll talk, we'll have a glass of wine.
So, Johnny, what have you been doing with yourself?
Come on, Carmela, stop with the questions already. Will you leave them alone?
No, wait, Uncle Al. That's better. Look, Aunt Carmela, I was arrested. I was involved in a drug bust. I got caught trying to buy drugs. But you know what? Everything's okay now. Uncle Al, he got me working at the horse farm. You know, he prevented me from going to prison, which I'm really grateful for. And Rosanna, she's a good girl, you know, she understands. Her and I, we got a good thing going. My life is a lot better now, you know? And most of all, I got you and Uncle Al again. That means a lot to me.
Johnny, that's all behind you now. You don't have to worry about that. And you and Roseanne are always welcome here. We can be a family again. And that's all that matters. Al, I'm going to go check on dinner.
Can I help you, Mrs. Mandela?
Sure. Come on in.
Johnny, pour us a little wine, will you? How come you never told me about that incident with that scumbag Benelli?
Well, you know, Uncle Al, that happened a while back, you know? I don't like to talk about it too much these days. And besides, that Benelli, that freaking guy, he makes me sick. But I'll tell you what, there's one thing that got me curious. How'd you know about Benelli?
Johnny, I got a lot of ears around town. People tell me things. So I heard what he did to you. But I talked to him. We got the matter straightened out. You're okay now. He's not going to come after you. Don't worry about it.
Well, I appreciate what you did for me, Uncle Al. But you know what bothers me the most? I'm down at Falcone's, right? I'm shooting a little pool. This freaking guy, he comes in telling me that I owe him 10 grand. I said, Frankie, what are you talking about? He says, you leave, you owe me $10,000, you don't say nothing. I said, Frank, you got it all wrong. I says, it's Harry the horse that owes you 10 grand, not me. He don't want to hear nothing. So what's he do? He gets these guys to do a number on me. Hey, Uncle Al, these guys really busted me up. I mean, I had to go to the emergency room and all. So now, Harry the horse comes forth and says, yeah, it was me that owed him the 10 grand, after Johnny gets all busted up. Now, what am I going to do? Go and try to seek revenge on this guy? Nah, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm going to leave it go. It's all over now. That stuff's behind me, you know. So like I said, I appreciate it.
Look, Johnny, whenever anything happens, come and tell me. I got a lot of people out there. We can take care of these things before they reach big proportions. Promise me?
All right, Uncle Al. I promise. I'll come and tell you next time anything goes down. You know, Uncle Al, did you ever think about retiring? I mean, you know, Aunt Carmela seems like she'd want to go on a vacation or something once in a while. You know, I mean, you're always working. How long you been doing this? How many years? I mean, you know, why don't you get rid of the business, take it easy for a while?
You know, Johnny, let me tell you. Your Aunt Carmela's been after me a long time. She's sick and tired of always having to look behind her, over her shoulder. You know what scares me? I don't want to get old. I think about the good years, when I would go 3-4 days without sleeping, partying, drinking, women. I don't want to get old. What am I going to do? I'll retire. I'll sit in the park and feed the pigeons. Not my thing, Johnny. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Don't worry, Uncle Al. You've got a lot of years ahead of you. Drink your wine. It's good for you. A salud.
Gin Dan.
Hey, Johnny!
Hey, Billy!
Here, I brought something for you, man.
Man, I don't know what to say, Billy. Brand new drumsticks? A Bible? What's up with this, man?
Hey, it's whatever you want it to be. These for playing, and this is for reading.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate this, you know?
Hey, Johnny, listen, I gotta go. I just came over here to drop that stuff off to you.
All right, man. Hey, Billy. When you stopping up again?
I'll be back in about a week. But, why don't you give that Bible a try?
All right, man.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Caitlin. How you doing, kid?
Matt and Jack are down at the pool with their drums and guitars. Why don't you go down?
I tell you, kid, I'm not too interested in drums and guitars these days, you know, but maybe another time.
Okay, see you later, Johnny.
Oh, Matt, I gotta go tune this plastic guitar.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Billy. How you doing, man? So what brings you up here?
I just got done riding. You ride?
Nah, man. I don't mind working on a farm, but you're not going to get me up on a horse, that's for sure.
You ever heard of a guy named Scott Matthews?
Yeah, it's a local guy. I heard he just got a 3-record deal with Virgin.
Now he's looking for a new drummer.
Drummer? What, the guy just gets signed? He's going to go out on tour soon? He needs a drummer?
Well, the old drummer doesn't want to leave his wife and kids to go on the road.
So what are they going to do?
They're holding auditions this Tuesday night in Philadelphia. A place called Far Out Studios, 8 o'clock.
So why are you telling me all this, Billy?
I think you got what it takes.
What are you saying, man? Me? Audition for Scott Matthews? We're talking Virgin Records here. What makes you think I could do that?
Look, here's what you do. Take this card, you call his agent, you get a tape. You learn the songs, you go to the audition. I think you ought to go for it. If you don't do it now, you never will.
All right. I'll call this guy, and I'll get the tape, and I'll learn the songs. And I'll go down for this audition. I mean, what I got to lose, right? Listen, Billy, you know, this is a shot at the big time, man. I mean, how do I thank you for this?
You don't need to thank me. As far as I'm concerned, I already think you got the gig.
All right, we'll see.
Well, look, man, I gotta go.
All right, Billy.
Johnny, I'm going to get right to the point with you. We need a drummer that can play cross between funk and rock. Billy highly recommended you, and Virgin wants us out on the road as soon as possible. So let's see what you got.
Let's do it.
Take it, Mark. Mark, I think we just found ourselves a drummer. Welcome to the Scott Matthews Band, Johnny.
Hey, thanks a lot, Scott.
Johnny, you got a good groove, man. Welcome aboard.
Thanks, man. Listen, I really appreciate you coming up today, you know?
Sure, Johnny.
Look, Roseanne, there's something I need to tell you.
What?
You know, Billy was here about a week ago, and, well, look, did you ever hear of a guy named Scott Matthews?
Isn't he the guy that just signed that 3-record deal with Virgin Records?
That's him. Well, you know, Billy got me hooked up at an audition with him. You know what? I got the gig.
Johnny, that's great. You finally made it to the big time.
I know, I can't believe it. I'm going to be on the road with Scott Matthews.
I'm so happy for you.
But you know what? Remember we sat under that tree over there and you told me that you wanted me to keep playing music? Well, you know, ever since you told me that, it stayed in my mind. You really gave me a lot of confidence. It's because of you that I got this job. Listen, I'll tell you what. Why don't we go out tonight? We'll have dinner, we'll celebrate. What do you think?
I'd love to.
All right.
Hey, Johnny. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, how you doing, Tony?
Hey, Billy's here, man. He's looking for you.
Oh, yeah? Where is he?
He's up the other end.
All right, thanks a lot, Tony.
Sure, man.
Hey, Billy, how you doing, man?
Hey, man, how's it going?
All right. Listen, where you been? I haven't seen you around in a while.
I'm sorry, man. I've been in New York. We're organizing to go on tour soon.
Tour? What tour?
Well, I was going to tell you today. We're doing a 3-month tour of the States, then on to London.
Gee, that's great, Billy. Gonna miss you, man. Listen, I've been wanting to tell you about something.
Scott Matthews, I already know. You're leaving to go on tour soon, too.
Listen, man, I just wanted
Look,
to...
you don't have to thank me. I was glad to be there for you.
Yeah, but you know what? If it wasn't for you, I would never got that job with Scott Matthews, you know, man?
Well, just go out there and play those drums like you never played before. The training's over. Now your mission begins. Scott wants you to play with him. You know you got what it takes. You just need somebody to show you that.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Now go out there and do it.
You got it. I will.
Look, Johnny, I got to get ready to go, man. You know how the music business is.
Yeah. Listen, man. Thanks for everything, all right?
Sure.
Not going to forget you, man. Maybe I'll see you on the road. Hey, Billy. Listen, man, thanks for telling me about Jesus.
No problem, man.
So, Johnny, why did you want me to come up here to the farm today?
Listen, you know what? You remember we were at the restaurant the other night? We were talking about the band and the tour and all, you know? Look, I've had a lot of time to think about this, Rosanna, and look, I want you to go on the road with me.
Johnny, I couldn't. I'd just be in the way.
Look, Rosanna, you're not going to be in the way. Look, I can't go out there and play drums every night thinking you're going to be home all alone. Look, I need you with me. I want you to go on the road with me.
All right, Johnny, if that's what you want.
All right. Listen, there's one more thing.
What?
Rosanna, will you marry me?
Johnny, it's beautiful. Yes, I'll marry you.
All right.
much hate and not enough loving. You try to control it, but your anger keeps coming. There's too much work and not enough play. Why don't you take time, sit down and pray? Love is the key. Open your heart and let your mind be free. Love is the key. Open your heart and let your body be at ease. All you need for love to get by. When you think you failed, give it a try. Love solution to sorrow and pain. Without the power of love, you've nothing to gain.
John, do you take Rosanna for your lawful wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
Rosanna, do you take John for your lawful husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
Rosanna, take this ring as a sign of my love and fidelity.
As a sign of my love and fidelity.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
John, take this ring
John, take this ring
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
as a sign of my love and fidelity.
In the name of the Father,
In the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
Johnny, this is so pretty. I'm so glad we came here for our honeymoon. How did you find this place?
Uncle Al told me about it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I know. So, Mrs. Covini, how's it feel being married?
It still hasn't hit me yet. I always imagined what it would be like. Now that I finally did it, I don't feel all that different. What about you?
I don't know. I never pictured myself being married, you know? I never thought it would fit my lifestyle. It's a little strange.
Are you happy?
I'm very happy. As a matter of fact, I'm even more happier knowing that you're going to be going on tour with me.
I can't believe I'm going to tour the country with a rock band. That's the kind of stuff you dream about when you're a kid.
I know. I dreamed about it for years. I can't believe it's finally happening.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. It's suddenly everything in my life is coming together. You, the band. You know something, Rosanna? I feel blessed. You know, this may sound strange, but I feel like angels are watching over me or something. Maybe Billy was right.
What about Billy?
Nothing. I'll tell you later. You know something? You're the best thing that ever came into my life, you know that? I love you, Rosanna. I mean, I really love you.
I really love you too, Johnny Covini.
Hey, Tony, look, man, I just stopped by to say so long, you know? Listen, I just want you to know, I know when I first came on the farm, I was a little tough to work with, but,
You were.
listen, man, you proved to be all right, you know? Really good to me while I worked here, you know? So, and listen, I appreciate you turning on the Billy, you know? It meant a lot to me.
No problem.
Look, man, I guess this is it, you know?
Take it easy, buddy.
I'll see you around.
Good luck.
Maybe we come off tour, I'll stop by and say hi, you know?
You better.
You ever need anything, let me know, all right?
All right.
I'll see you, man.
Take it.
Mookie, what are you doing here?
I came to say I'm sorry.
Look, Mookie, things have changed now. I'm a different man. But I'll tell you what, if you're messing with me...
Look, Johnny, my man, I'm not messing with you, I'm serious.
Well, what do you want? I mean, what's this about being sorry?
After that last bust, I called it quits. It's my third arrest. I thought I was going up for a long time.
Mookie, man, why are you telling me all this? Like, why are you even here?
Look, I heard about your conversion. I feel like God has touched us both at the same time.
So what are you telling me?
Remember when I told you my father was a preacher?
Yeah, I do.
Well, the courts turned me over into his custody. I didn't have to do time. I went back to God, Johnny.
So now you're sorry for selling me drugs for the last 5 years.
You and everybody else, Johnny.
Who would have ever thought this would have happened? Look, I understand, Mookie.
Do you, Johnny?
Look, man, nobody twists my arm.
I just need you to say you forgive me, man.
I forgive you, man. Funny how things work out. Hey, Mookie?
Yeah, well, God never ceased to amaze me. Look, man, I heard about you getting hooked up with Scott Matthews. I wish you the best.
Thanks, man.
I'll look for you on TV.
Yeah.
So long, Covini.
See you, Mookie. Hey, Mookie. Can I ask you a question? What's your real name?
It would be like you to ask a question like that. It's Theodore.
That's a funny name, man.
See you, Covini.
Theodore.
Why'd you have Ricky drop us off here after the going away party?
Well, I guess I want to get one more look at the place, you know? I mean, this is where everything started for me, Rosanna.
What do you mean?
This is where I got to know God. I mean, the real God. God I never thought existed. You know something else?
What?
This is where I found out that I want to be with you the rest of my life. You know, we better not forget about Billy either. If it wasn't for him, I'd have never got that job at the Scott Matthews Band.
Nor would you have gotten to know God.
Yeah.
That was a great party your Uncle Al threw for us.
Yeah, it was. We better not forget about him either. You know, if it wasn't for him, I would have ended up with nothing. I'd have ended up in prison. You know what? I really love you, Rosanna.
I love you too, Johnny.
You know what? We better get going. Limo's gonna pick us up at the gate. We gotta meet the band in Philly. The Big Apple's waiting for us. You know, Rosanna, I never thought I was gonna make it to the big time. You know, it's funny. One day you're working on a farm, next day you're on your way to New York to play drums in a band before thousands of people.
Somebody up there really likes you, Johnny.
Yeah. His name is Jesus.
Back when you need. Well, listen up, baby, I tell you one thing.